Good morning. Coffee time. So there's a tag going around YouTube, and it's kind of fun. And I know some people think some of these tags are kind of silly, but I think they're fun, and it's a good way for people to get to know their favorite YouTubers. So I was tagged from Life with Patty, and I'm going to participate in this fun tag. And it's 15 questions for fall tag. So let's just get to it. All right, my favorite Halloween movie, that's number one. I would have to say Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin. That's probably my favorite, although I do like a good scary movie. But I get all those scary movies confused, with Freddy Krueger and Jason, and I forget what's what. So anyway, I do like to watch a good scary movie as well, but I can't really say which one of those is my favorite because they're all like one big scary movie to me. So that's the first question. The second question is apple or pumpkin pie? Well, if it's apple, it has to be like a Dutch apple. I like that a lot. And pumpkin pie, um, that's good too. So I really don't have a favorite between the two. The only thing that it has to have is a ton of whipped topping because I don't really like pie without whipped topping because it's just not that good. So I think I like them equally. But I guess if I had to pick just one, it would be the Dutch apple. Okay, number three, Halloween party or explore a haunted house? Well, I think it would be really fun to run around and explore a haunted house. And you could have flashlights and pretend you're Mulder and Scully. They were always running around in scary houses. But I think if I had to choose between the party and that, I think I would pick the party because I do like a good party. So I would pick Halloween party, and it's fun to get dressed up. Store-bought or pumpkin patch? I would have to say probably store-bought because I imagine those are probably cheaper. I don't know. I've never been to a pumpkin patch. I usually will pick up a couple pumpkins just for display on my front porch around fall time. So since I've never been to a pumpkin patch, I'll have to go with store-bought. Favorite fall scent? Um, I get a candle at, I think it's Dollar General, and sometimes you can get like the layered candles where they have several scents. So I like the pumpkin spice and caramel apple. I like those, and cinnamon is nice too. So I really, really like the fall scents. I like those better than the summer scented candles. And I'm going to have to make a trip to Dollar Tree pretty soon and get some of the fall scented little mason jar candles that I always talk about because right now I only have the summer ones. So I'm going to have to go pick up a couple little mason jar candles. Favorite fall drink? I would have to say pumpkin spice latte. That's really delicious. Or I also like a pumpkin or a gingerbread martini every now and then. I'll order one of those when we go out to dinner, and they're really tasty. Halloween or Thanksgiving? I like Halloween a lot. It's a lot of fun. We don't get any kids at my house. They all go to the bigger houses. And since I live in a townhouse, they just don't come here. I never get any kids. But if I have to choose between the two, I would say Thanksgiving because it's when I get together with my family and we just enjoy eating together and socializing. And so that's why I would pick Thanksgiving. Most love pumpkin-based food. I would have to pick pumpkin roll. You know, those rolls with the cream cheese filling that go round and round, the spiral rolls. That would be my favorite, the pumpkin rolls. Corn maze or haunted hayride? Um, I think the haunted hayride would be fun, especially if it's in the evening, a nice cool evening, and you have a nice oversized bulky sweater on and you're with your sweetie pie. I think that would be fun. So I would have to go with the haunted hayride. Or even if I went during the day with my grandkids, that would be fun too, or at night. So, and around here we have Cedar Point, and this is kind of off subject, but they have Hollow Weekends all through October. And that's a lot of fun because the whole park is set up for Halloween and you can go different places and they have people jumping out and trying to scare you and you can go on the rides. So it's a lot of fun. But anyway, if anybody ever comes to Ohio in the fall, check out Cedar Point. Um, Favorite candy to eat on Halloween? Well, I have three. And I'm always excited when my grandkids say, "Hey, Nani, you want some Halloween candy?" And I look in the bag and they've gotten either Twix or Reese's Cups or Kit Kats. So I'm not a big sweet eater, but I do like those three candy bars every once in a while. And I also like Paydays, you know, the ones with the caramel and the peanuts. So those are my favorite candy bar. I don't really like a whole lot of other things, but I do love peanut clusters or, you know, cashew clusters are good too. But peanut clusters are actually my favorite um, chocolate candies. Uh, Favorite childhood fall memory? I would just have to say that around Thanksgiving time, just going to the different houses, you know, in our younger years, we would all go to this one's house and then you'd have to go to that relative's house and then to that relative's house. You'd just kind of make the rounds. So I would have to say that would be my favorite childhood memory, but that was more in my teen years. So I have a very tiny family here. Um, and my ex-husband had a larger extended family, so we would go to all his relatives because we met when we were 16. So I would say that would have to be my favorite fall memories. That and going to on fall in the fall, going down to southern Ohio a little bit to Amish country and um, seeing the trees change colors, and that's always nice. Favorite Thanksgiving food? Well, I'm vegetarian, so it wouldn't be the turkey. And some of the vegan meats are okay. I've made my own. I've had the store-bought ones, but I can't say those are my favorites. They're good, but that's not my favorite. So my favorite would be stuffing and gravy. So that I like the best. Sweater or scarf? I like sweaters. Um, I like oversized long sweaters. I love those a lot. In the fall, I like wearing them as an outer coat. I have a lot of them, so I would have to say sweaters. Wool socks or slippers? Oh, definitely slippers. I like slippers. And I spend most of my time in slippers. Either that or flip-flops in the summer. And in the winter, I always wear slippers in the house. So, and sometimes I even go outside in my slippers. So, slippers. And last but not least, number 15, what is your favorite fall tradition? I would have to say just going for a ride to see the leaves changing colors. I like to do that at least once in the fall, and stop at maybe some of the little Amish shops and maybe go for lunch, have a little glass of wine, and then of course Thanksgiving too, and getting together with my family. Anytime I can get together with my family is my favorite time because that's what I love to do. I love to spend time with my kids, my grandkids, and they're just the best. So that's the end of the list. Now I would like to tag a few people. And some of these actually Patty already tagged, but I'm going to tag them again just in case, you know, they might need a little push to participate, maybe. All right, anyway, and some of these are small channels that are just trying to get started. So check them out and give them some love, and because they all have great content on their channel. But when you're new, it's kind of hard getting started. So check them out, and I'll tell you what they are now. One of them is Ash's Treasure, Homesteading and Gardening. She's a real sweet lady, and she likes to participate in these things too, I think. But anyway, no pressure. Okay, and then there's my friend Carol, and she has Plain Vanilla Grandma. She's another real delightful lady that I like to interact with here on YouTube. So it'd be a fun thing to have her do that as well. Then there's Stanky Cheese 76, and she's got a newer channel as well, and she does a lot of fun family vlogs and things like that. So go check her out. Of course, there's Jan from New York City Saves Money. We all love Jan. So we want to know what your favorite things are for fall, Jan. And I know you don't really like doing these things much, but Patty and I would really love it if you did. Right, Patty? Okay, and then there's, of course, our friend Dawn over at Sensible Living with Money Mom. She has a great channel. She's a lot of fun. A real upbeat, delightful lady. So go check out her channel. And if you want to, Dawn, we'd love it if you joined us. Then there's Susan's Vintage Life, Beauty and More, another sweet lady. I really like Susan a lot. She's a very classy lady, and she's got a lot of nice makeup tips and a lot of vintage things that she got from her family that she likes to show and explain where it came from. So that's always fun. Then there's All Things Frugal and Fabulous. She has a lot of really good tips on frugality. Real nice young lady. I enjoy her channel a lot. So go check her out. And last but not least, and this lady is a very, very new YouTuber, and she's also a really sweet lady that I like her channel. I like her content and where it's going. And she really needs some love because her channel's still very, very small. She's very new. So that's all I have. But anyway, this was fun. So that's all I have for you today. I don't have anything else going on. I'm just going to um, work a little more on my dining room and get that set up for fall, do a little cleaning, and have some leftovers for dinner. All right, my friends, have a wonderful day and go have some fun. And I wish you all abundant blessings. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.